Carry out overhauling of crankshaft by referring the service manual for clearance and other parameters. Hi, my name is Charumati. I hope you are all excited for today's session. Overhauling of engines involves the dismantling, inspection and reassembling of engine components. Now we are going to learn how to remove the crankshaft, inspection of shell bearings and crankshaft, and also how to reassemble the engine parts and check its working.
At the end of this demonstration, you will be able to remove piston assembly and crankshaft, measure the main and connecting rod bearings, reassemble the crankshaft, reassemble piston assembly. Tools and instruments required: hand tool kit complete, torque wrench, outside and inside micrometer, dial indicator, piston ring expander and compressor, pry bar. Equipment and spares required: engine block assembly, work table, new bearings for crankshaft and connecting rod. Materials required: lubricating oil, bunny and waste. To do this exercise, we require a 4-cylinder engine block with crankshaft. Place the cylinder block with the crankshaft on the work table. Ensure the crankshaft faces towards top. Confirm all the main bearings caps are numbered. If not, mark the crankshaft main bearing caps so that they can be reinstalled to the same position and direction. Then loosen the main bearing cap bolts as per the sequence given by the manufacturer. Refer 1. Try to lift the main bearing cap from the assembly. Remove the bearing cap from the vibration damper side. Place the caps in a tray sequentially. Sometimes it is very difficult to remove by hand. In such a case, insert the bolts half away. Hold these two bolts by your hand and lift the cap by rocking the bolts. Remove the crankshaft from the engine block. Next, remove the lower bearing shell from the bearing cap. Remove the upper thrust bearings. Remove the upper bearings shells from the crankcase. Thoroughly clean the oil gallery. Select a proper new bearing shell. Coat the new bearing shells with the oil and insert into the crankcase and into the crankshaft bearing caps. Ensure the bearing lip is matched with the bearing lock while inserting the bearing shell. Ensure the oil hole in the block matches with the oil hole in the shell. Note: do not mix up upper and lower crankshaft bearing shells. Install the bearing caps on the engine block without crankshaft. Insert the bolts and tighten it by hand. Set the correct torque in the torque wrench as per the service manual. For example, the correct tightening torque is 55 Nm for 4-cylinder engines. Tighten the bolts with proper torque. Measure crankshaft bearing diameters using the dial gauge 00 and extension measure at 3 points A, B and C. And if the average value of B and C is less than A's value, the average value of B and C is the mean value, and if more than A's value is the mean value. Measure crankshaft bearing journal diameter. Note: when measured in A and B, the runout should not exceed 0.010 mm. Measure radial clearance of crankshaft bearing clearance G 0.027 to 0.051 mm. Note: compare final radial clearance figure of crankshaft bearing to the service manual. Example: Measured value E is equal to 57.700 mm. Measured value F is equal to 57.659 mm. Clearance G is equal to 0.041 mm. Remove the crankshaft bearing cap. Measure width of thrust bearing journal and adjust with proper thrust bearings. Note, the same thickness of thrust washers should be installed on both sides of the thrust bearing. Coat the upper thrust bearing with oil and insert into the crankcase so that the oil grooves are facing the crank webs, arrow. Coat the lower thrust bearing with oil and insert into the crankshaft bearing cap so that the on grooves are facing the crank webs, arrow. Note, the retaining lugs should be positioned in the grooves. Note, if the maximum length of bolts, L, exceeds the referred value, replace them. Coat the new crankshaft with engine oil and place it on the crankcase. Install the crankshaft bearing caps according to marking and tighten the bolts. Install tightening torque, for example 55 Nm, 41 pound-foot. Install all the bearing caps and thrust washers. Tighten all the bearings with correct torque and the sequence as given by the manufacturer. After tightening each bearing cap, rotate the crankshaft by hand and confirm it is rotating freely. Use a soft hammer and pry bar or screw to move the crankshaft rear and forward. Otherwise, problem with the bearing and replace it by another one. Check the end play of the crankshaft and confirm the play is correct. Measure crankshaft bearing axle clearance or thrust clearance dial gauge and dial gauge holder. The clearance should be 0.100 to 0.245 mm. Note, compare your thrust clearance figure to the service manual. The same thickness of thrust washers should be installed on both sides of the thrust bearing. If the clearance is out of standard, adjust the axle clearance of crankshaft bearing by replacing the thrust washers. Insert the new connecting rod bearing shells into the connecting rod and connecting rod bearing shells into the connecting rod and tighten it with proper torque. Refer the manual for installation. Notice tightening torque 55 Nm. Measure inner diameter of connecting rod bearing. Refer the measured connecting rod bearing journal diameter. Note, refer to measurement of the crankshaft bearing journal diameter in the service manual. Measure the radial clearance, L, of the connecting rod bearing. Example, measured value E is equal to 47.700 mm. Measured value F is equal to 47.653 mm. Clearance G is equal to 0.047 mm. Radial clearance is 0.026 to 0.068 mm. Note, compare your radial clearance of the connecting rod bearing to the service manual. Notice, if the clearance is out of standard, adjust the radial clearances of connecting rod bearing by replacing the connecting rod bearing shells. Remove the connecting rod bearing cap. Install the piston and connecting rod. Before installation, apply oil in the cylinder and piston. Use piston ring compressor for fixing the piston. Insert and tighten the connecting rod bearing cap in correct sequence. After installing each piston and connecting rod cap, ensure the crankshaft rotates freely.
We have come to the end of this lesson. Let us have a recap of what we have learned. We have learned to remove piston assembly and crankshaft, measure the main and connecting rod bearings, reassemble the crankshaft, reassemble piston assembly, Thus, in this module, we have learned to overhaul crankshaft by referring the service manual for clearance and other parameters. Hope you have clarity on this. Do this exercise with the help of your instructor. Thank you.